Ladies and gentlemen, when I say stand, we will be able to stand and we'll be able to introduce the entire procession as it comes in, and we'll give them a clap as they continue to come in. So I'll let you know the individuals that constitute the procession that you will see coming. Ladies and gentlemen, I request you rise and welcome the procession. We can follow to the upper block. You can find the card of inform you the procession so you can be able to appreciate their presence. We have the mess bearer, Ms. Solomon Melokende, a student for our Chatham Bank, and she have our Director, Professional Development, Dr. Mary Yende. We have, please allow me follow this particular order that I have here. We have, I will move to the other side where we have our board chairperson, who is also part of the procession, Mr. Michael Mugabe. We have the chairperson of the Education Committee, Mr. Shafi Nambobi, the MD of Yugaport. We have our very own, the CEO of the Institute, Ms. Goriti Masade. We have the council chairperson, Mr. Fabian Kasi, the managing director.
hereby constitute this assembly into a congregation of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services for the purpose of awarding diplomas and certificates of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
This is when we clap. If that statement was not read, we would not be able to award you. Can we give our patron a bigger clap? Thank you very much, our patron. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce our CEO to also come and give our opening remarks for this graduation ceremony. Our CEO is past president of the Public Relations Association of Uganda. She is a marketer, a skill that she picked in her training at the Royal Chartered Institute of Marketing in the United Kingdom. She formerly worked as the Deputy Director of Marketing and Comms at Best Uganda. Later, she joined Neutral as a Director and later as a consultant at More Limited. Goretti is a proud Rotarian and she is a proud old girl of Namahunga, which she ably has to inform literally the friends that are with her every time. But most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, Goretti is our current CEO at the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to inform you that our CEO is a Rotarian in her own right. She is married to a man and they have children. Ladies and gentlemen, can we welcome the Chief Servant of the Institute of Banking and Financial Services to come and make her remarks.
Thank you very much, Gama. I don't know how all this is important in the greater scheme of things, but I'm delighted. So our guest of honor, our patron, representing the Deputy Governor, Bank of Uganda, Mr. Bakasi, is what you are about. Our Council President and all Council members present, our Board Chair and all Board Directors present, all the CEOs in the room who keep encouraging us. I would like to say, to recognize you one by one. Because of time, I may not be able to do so, but you know that we treasure, really, really greatly treasure your presence. All our graduates, the parents in the room, I really warmly welcome you. We have partners in the room. I should have actually spoken about that. There's a partner in the room that we had not introduced, Miss Edgold Mande from DSIK. DSIK is German Sparks and Food something. And they are our partner on the microfinance apprenticeship program. We really appreciate you and we thank you for making time to come here and be with us. Good morning. Is it still morning? Oh, beautiful. Good morning to you all. Really honored and humbled to welcome you to this great occasion. It's the 11th graduation of this institute here at Mestil Hotel, and I take the singular opportunity to thank you for finding time from your busy schedules to come here today and stay with us all the way up to this very important function for us and of course our students and graduates. It's a great celebration. To our graduates, you have stayed true to your goal. I can assure you that it's not easy to study at the institute. The Chartered Banker, I can see all of them doing this. It's not easy, but we really appreciate you because you take time out of your work to come and study things that are a little complex. I know how some of those subjects, I also look at them and say, okay, this is really good stuff. I know what it takes for you to get here. I know that it takes some people 2 years, 3 years to even complete the Chartered Banker Level 1, the way it's going. But we really appreciate you, and I want to recognize you in a very, very big way. Today marks a culmination of your efforts. You are now qualified to serve in the banking and financial services sector, and I congratulate you on your achievement. Can we clap for them? Of course, we are very grateful that you chose to study at the Institute. Now, our CEOs in the room, our patron, our council president, our board chair, one of the biggest challenges we hear from our students is that they only motivate themselves to come, maybe to improve their opportunities, but also mostly to improve their job competence and satisfaction. However, until now, the industry was not fully recognizing their efforts. And I also want to tell you that the board chair mentioned that majority of them actually sponsor themselves. Majority of them either sponsor themselves or are sponsored by their parents. And at this point, let me recognize one parent that I see in the house who I've worked with previously, who I only met today. This is Jocelyn Jomje. Thank you for sponsoring a student, a little baby. Papa, you told me like that. I know her as a little baby when we last met. I didn't even know she was at the institute. But we thank you for your efforts. It's not easy to train, to pay fees, to come to class when you know your MD won't single you out. When you know your HR person won't. In fact, some of them hide their qualifications. Can you imagine? Some of them don't want us to tell their HR people that they are having classes at the institute. But I welcome you, and I think I'm now speaking to the right people to make sure that this is recognized. Again, I want to thank you absolutely for the AGM, and especially because of the motion that you just made. We can be sure that from now on, your efforts, once we get the bill, your efforts will be fully recognized. So I want to acknowledge, of course, and thank the parents, and I did that, the development partners, KSIK, and ABI Finance, who continue to support us, and all our trainers, lecturers who have encouraged and supported you through this your life story. I want to say thank you in a very big way to the Senate. I don't know whether we have Senate members here present. Please stand up for recognition. We may not have mentioned them. Dr. Kileng was here earlier from Makerere University. The Senate is a body that is mandated by the National Council for Education to support us on issues of curriculum development, curriculum refinement, standards, and now they are also supporting us in research and an element of consultancy. We want to thank you for being here with us. It's now my pleasure to, of course, highlight some of the achievements and the plans for this great institution, and I'm delighted and glad to report that today we have 250 graduates. So I have been invited to the Insurance Training College graduation before. It had 5 rooms of this nature. I think there were like 2,000 graduating at the same time. Most of them graduating from with a certificate of proficiency in insurance. And that is a 1-month program. Very similar to our foundation course in banking. Why? Because you cannot work in insurance without that proficiency program. And it's because of the statutory recognition that you got. I am very hopeful that in our next graduation, or the one after, we shall have 5,000 or more. Because then we shall have a foundation certificate in banking. We have very many disciplines. We will have people from certified credit management, the chartered bank at level 1, diploma in microfinance, the microfinance apprenticeship program, the foundation certificate in banking. Why do I say this? In the actual professional programs, we have about 76 graduates, and the rest are from our short and certified programs. We were informed, we were requested by the board that why don't we recognize everybody who's doing a certified program or a certificate program. After all, if you benchmark, our partners are celebrating all these achievements, and we want to celebrate you too. Please clap for yourselves. So I once again thank our chairman, our patron, the council, and all board directors, in addition to our development partners again for the support that you have really accorded us. I want to thank the management and the graduation committee for the exemplary job of organizing this graduation ceremony. The Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services will continue to serve you as a center of excellence in financial services training, research, and consultancy that are becoming really critical in our 2024-2028 strategic plan. Let us celebrate the achievements of our graduates, and I look forward to your continued success to Chartered Banker Level 2, Level 3, until you become Chartered Bankers. I thank you. At this point, Mr. Patron Sir, the persons whose name will be read and presented to you have fulfilled all the requirements, professional, banking, and microfinance requirements, and have successfully completed their courses. And therefore, I call upon the Director of Professional Services.
Main agenda of the day. So we will start with category A, Certified Credit Management. To our dear graduates, I'd like to request that when your name is read, please stand and walk to the left of the high table so that you'll be awarded there. The host leading to the award for the Certificate of Credit Management of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Abedkan Knoxwell, Akech Georgina, Ashemeza Michael, Atin Sandra, Bamwesije Daniel, Biabasaja James Mupanda, Kasule Nicholas, Katwesije Doreen.
Certified Credit Management of Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
Congratulations. We may have Abasa Gimel Godfrey, Vishal James Kwang, Kangumeri Rachel, Kembarasi Glorious, Lukwago Barbara, Makomi Ko Catherine Mawa, Makui Mar Solomon, Mukasa Geoffrey, Mukasa Joseph, Nakaima Rose, Nakubulwa Margaret, Nantume Monica, Neibari Judith, Nakaja Annette, and Ahereza Patricia.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I hereby award to those persons whose names have been read a certified professional banker, Chartered Banker Level 1 of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
Very many times we are told that that boy child is threatened. But we want to say that last week at the women's conference we were told the ground is level for women. But I also want to say that it's level for men. But the women have come up and decided to do the Chartered Bank program. It's resilience. And this is resilience. Can we clap for the ladies? I'm so sure that the positive affirmation is not stopping the gentlemen to complete the Chartered Banker Level 1. But I want to make a special recognition of the one man. John President left us since he was working at the Institute of Banking and Financial Services. And the Institute has given all staff an opportunity to do the Chartered Banking program. So he's the pioneer staff who have completed this program. So we want to thank you, Chair, but I hope we can see what's up. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much and congratulations. The third category is Diploma in Microfinance Award. Mr. Petron, I present to you the following persons who have successfully completed their course to the award of Diploma in Microfinance of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Muchibi Andrew and Obwang Moses.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I hereby award to those persons whose names have been read the Diploma in Microfinance, the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Sciences.
Thank you and congratulations. The next category is Microfinance Apprenticeship Program Award. Mr. Petron, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following persons who have successfully completed Microfinance Apprenticeship Program of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Falanga Fabiani, Nehema Chiribagula, Tabu Kandi Kennedy, Wakabi No Robert, Amviko Masi, Akot Dorcas, Isingoma Richard, Matama Rabina, Mpairi Hope, Murunji Winfred, Nakazibwe Amelia, Serojoji Hassan, Nambachwe Betty, Nabukera Theopista, Lisok Benjamin Isaiah, Ade Justin Nelson, Amali Florence, Ilengat Angela, Namaweji Aaron, Namayanja Proscovia, Naluinda Brenda, Nabunya Violet, Nampera Joan, Nachiricha Shatia, and Kalanda Joy.
Have been read Microfinance Apprenticeship course of Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
Mr. Petron, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following persons who have successfully completed their course leading to the award of the Foundation Certificate in Banking and Finance of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Murwaza Alice, Agu Emmanuel, Ainomugisha Bridget, Akampurira Rachel, Akoraje Winnie, Alnaife Victor, Asimwe Brea, Auma Gloria, Barry Cosmas, Birungi Elizabeth, Elisha Louis, Greg Abuta, Gumofea, Brian Juko Gift, Kabarisa Tabai, Kigozi Nicholas, Kimera Timothy, Sati Joshua, Kiwamaso, Hafsa, Obisinje Elizabeth, Koji Lilian, Ukiriza Hope, Kwarakunde Brilliant, Lamoni Florence, Lugoa Patrick, Magona Philip, Matovu Gabriel, Mugunga Fred, Muhangara Arnold, Muhindo Jessica, Mukwezi Deus, Mukasa Aisha, Musinguzi Tony, Muyanga Ronald, Nakunda Benedict, Nakuja Angela, Nakalema Jofia, Nakato Mary, Nachimule Josephine, Naroga Penina, Namatende Vivian, Namuli Patricia, Namuwaya Gloria, Namuwaya Bushra, Nandabula Josephine, Nanyazi Eva, Nasasira Derek, Natimba Catherine, Nduga Emmanuel, Nisima Patience, Nsereko Philip, Obalim Godfrey, Obula Martin, Obulot Timothy, Pinto, Aloysius, Sebit Emmanuel, Sekiti, Isaac, Shemerire Venus, Akiriza Shaina, Talima Nixon, Tebandeke Pius, Tumukunde Stella, and Yaposheko Barbara.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I hereby award those persons whose names have been read a foundation certificate in banking and financial services, the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
She's representing the entire group of 63 graduates. Congratulations. Mr. Patron, sir, I have the honor to present to you the following persons who have we have done the tutoring, the register for the international certification, and the good news is that the institute is an accredited examination center for SCI. Thank you.
By virtue of the powers vested in me, I hereby award those persons whose names have been read SCI dealing certificate, the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services.
Before we get to our next part of the program, where I'll be inviting the board chairman to invite the council president, I want to first recognize our parents that are here with us. Can I request all parents that sponsor their students, their children, and they are here to rise up for recognition? Thank you very much, dear parents, for coming. I see you recognize the country director, DSIK. Thank you very much. The institute to treasure you and treasure your input, so thank you very much. I want once again to also recognize all the students in the different categories. Can we give ourselves another big round of applause? Now, to study what we call mature entry can be quite interesting. I want to recognize people who are here. Do we have husbands for students who are here? Husband to a student, if your wife to a student. And you clap for husband. Just give me a big round of applause. Thank you very much. Some husbands don't want to see. Thank you very much for recognizing. Mature entry can be quite challenging. Can we recognize the students? Can we clap for the children of the students? I've seen some children there. Thank you very much. Why we recognize them is that if they give you a hard time to leave home, it becomes very difficult for you to really proceed with the program. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite our board chairman, who will invite our council president. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, our MC. And I'll add my voice to congratulate you, our graduate. Today is your special day. Let's celebrate the wins again. Another kudos and applause for you. We celebrate you. Let me say this, we must go out there and apply the knowledge that we've garnered from the institute to make the banking space stronger, more vibrant. We are committed, and you, the graduates that have graduated today, are ambassadors in terms of how we take this forward. I want to again thank those institutions that have supported, but importantly to you, the graduates that have self-funded and walked this journey. I was telling CEO that we must be very intentional in terms of how we get on board more people. And I was asking the team from Housing Finance Bank, I saw Patricia, Nambaria, and Victor Shabe, that we must engage me to see how more we can support. Let's really apply ourselves to empowering ourselves. My job here is very small but important too. I am happy that CEOs, you are still in the room. I really appreciate you. And I think for me, graduates' testimony that the leadership of the industry is fully behind professionalization of the banking sector. It's a very big statement from the CEO. So join me in thanking CEOs in the room. It's really commitment. It's commitment. I know how busy their desks are, offices are. For them to be here with us is also testimony that you are important and we care about professionalizing our industry and sector. So, Council President, it's now my singular honor and duty to invite you to make your remarks. Thank you so much, Council President, for your leadership at the President at Council level, but also the President where it is. Please make your way and share your remarks. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much, the Chairman of the Board. The representative of our patron, the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Uganda, of course the Chairman of the Board of Directors of the Institute, Mr. Michael Mugabe, Council and Board members here present, the honorary fellows and that are here, and the fellows themselves, members and associates, certified professional members, the affiliate professional members, of course the graduates whom we are here today, their parents and guardians, the staff who have done a brilliant job of ensuring that we have people graduating today, and of course the students, the partners of the institute that we have amidst us, our invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring you warm greetings from the institute and from the institutions where we work. And of course, congratulatory messages to all the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the 11th graduation ceremony of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Dear graduates, class of 2023, today we gather to celebrate your incredible journey and the extraordinary achievement that has brought you to this momentous occasion this morning. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the parents and guardians, corporate and individual members, sponsors, partners, academic and professional staff in supporting our graduates. As we celebrate our 11th graduation, we are proud to award certificates to 290 students across the 10 different courses. You have not only excelled academically, but have also set a shining example for your peers. We are incredibly proud of you and look forward to your continued success. Remember the Chinese proverb that says, if you are planning for a year, plant rice. And if you are planning for a decade, you grow trees. But if you are planning for a lifetime, dedicate people. I want to thank the Institute for imparting education to you, and we look forward to you coming to the banking space and be able to add quite a lot of value. For our Chartered Bank Level 1 graduates, we have a special offer this year. You can complete the course module by module. This approach provides more flexibility and allows you to gain experience at your own pace throughout the year. We want to appeal to you to take advantage of this opportunity. I also take this opportunity to congratulate the Institute on being awarded charter status by the National Council of Higher Education. This is a significant milestone and a testament to our collective efforts and excellence. And as a council, one of our primary mandates is to ensure the business to ensure the business continuity of the Institute. Allow me to provide you with a summary of our recent accomplishments and future initiatives. The Council is now constituted into two committees. We have the first committee titled Accolades, Standards and Ethics. And then we have the Marketing, Funds and Business Mobilization Committee. I want to thank the heads of those committees for the work they've done through those committees and helping, assisting the board to execute their oversight work. We are also continuing our efforts to pursue a 15% training budget from our member banks, aiming for each member to undergo training with the Institute within this allocation. Also, you have seen the draft bill, and we believe your endless support will see us through the statutory recognition process. And finally, we are currently undergoing a rebranding process to enhance our brand appeal and visibility within the industry. And I want to thank the staff, especially those who joined us recently, for the work they've added to all the efforts of the Institute. I commend the Council members, Board of Directors and the Institute's Chief Executive Officer, Mrs. Goret Masade, along with her team for their tireless efforts in propelling the Institute forward. To conclude, I want to encourage all of us, especially our young people, to embrace professional certification opportunities available at the Institute, and to note that it is our collective duty to build a vibrant, competitive, and resilient banking industry. Thank you all for joining us today and for your collective efforts that have contributed to our achievements this past year. And again, once again, I want to congratulate the graduates. I was excited to see that my company, my bank, had a number of people I didn't know. And I can assure them that your achievement won't go unnoticed. I would like now to take this opportunity to invite our patron to give his remarks. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.
Can I request we give our Council President another big round of applause? Mr. Fabian Cassidy, I request that you and I take a picture before you take your seat. People, please be happy for me and clap for me. They always say that whenever you see the opportunity, utilize it. So before our patron comes, I have to stay a moment to make sure that I get that picture. Ladies and gentlemen, once our patron comes here, he'll give the remarks, make a few recognitions, specifically for our top students. And those recognitions, once they are done, we'll be able to close the graduation ceremony. And I wanted to quickly make recognition of certain individuals that are here with us before we close our 11th graduation ceremony. I want to read name by name. I want to recognize the representative from Baroda. If I read you and you're present, I request that you stand up. The representative from Baroda, Sashif. Thank you very much, sir, for being here with us. Representation from NCBA, Mr. Mark Mayobo, who must have left us in absentia. I want to recognize the presence of Mrs. Livia Jagwe from Cairo Bank, Executive Director. I think the graphic can improve. Ms. Livia Jagwe, thank you very much. We don't take it for granted. You were with us at the Women in Banking. You are still here with us. You don't get tired of us. May you continue with the same spirit. Don't get tired. I want to continue the recognition. We have Mr. Shafi Namboli, MD Uganda. For one reason, Patron, allow me to inform you that for the year 2023, in terms of our continuous professional development training, UGAFOD sent the highest number of participants. So, Mr. Shafi, MD Shafi, we request that this year you don't lower the steps, just increase in the performance to ensure that people train more. I want to recognize Miss Lydia Narupako of Opportunity Bank. Thank you very much. I want to recognize Mr. Fabian Kasi, the MD of Centenary Bank. I want to recognize Mr. Hilary Ndugutse of Standard Chartered Bank. Hilary, I want to inform you that for our previous women in banking, we have a special relationship that you are coming on board next year. Please take back the same spirit. Don't forget to come for the East African Banking School. I want to proceed and recognize Ms. Hussein Mina from Tropical Bank. People, can we clap for Mina and Mina? It's exciting to come here and I see my OGs. Mina, you're welcome. Yeah, we're together in the same school. Don't ask me which one. I want to recognize Mr. Kenneth Egesa from Bank of Uganda. Thank you very much. We have, when you talk about Bank of Uganda, you have to talk about our patron this morning, Mr. Raf Bakashawaruhanga. Thank you very much. We have a representative from Bank of Africa, Nelly. Nelly, I have not read your other name for fear of butchering it, so you pardon me. We also have the representative from the Insurance Training College, Bwana Siwe. Thank you very much. Before I forget, allow me also make mention that we have the representative of the top office at the Uganda Bankers Association in Patricia. Please stand up for recognition. I have also been informed that we have the MD of KCB here. Can I request the MD of KCB to stand up for recognition? Can I also request the MD of BRAC to stand up for recognition? People, if you are clapping for MDs, these are future employers, you may find them on a panel. So it's important that we clap for them. And pardon me if I need to recognize you, I'm following what is on the registration list, but I want to thank you sincerely. Can everybody recognize their neighbor with their title? Give them a handshake. We don't want this business, so I was never recognized. Recognize your neighbor in their category. As big as they are, if someone tells you I'm an LC chairman, recognize me.
Mr. Henry Chanjo from Exim Bank, Mr. Jesse Timbwa from Exim Bank. And of course, Mr. Dodo Chong from PFC Holdings. Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. Mr. Sashi is the new King of Baraka. Okay.
Now, our CEO is a leader who leads by doing. When she feels that there is a gap, she comes in. So can we clap for our CEO? CEO, thank you very much for saving me for not recognizing some of the people, because I have a registration list and some of them have seen. But thank you very much for joining us. At this point in time, ladies and gentlemen, we have our top performers. Top performers are recognized in a different way and are appreciated. So I am going to invite our Director of Professional Development, Dr. Mary, to come and read out the list. and the individuals that will be read will be recognized. Can we welcome Dr. Mary Elizabeth?
Thank you very much, NC, and thank you to all of us who have kept here with us until now. I'll keep it short. I will read the best performer and second best performer, and I will ask for each category that they will step up for recognition and for an award. I'll start with Certified Credit Management. Certified Credit Management. Waterbomb David, and that was the best student, and Luanda Ronald. Please step up for our recognition. Some photo moments. Thank you. Do I see the second student here? Not present. So that is Ranga Ronald, the second best student. Congratulations. I request that the procession remains there. And for Chartered Banker Level 1, we have Kangume Rachel as the best students. Congratulations. And Nakaja Annette, second best student. Let's first give the second and then the first. So this is Chartered Banker Level 1, and the second best student is Nakaja Annette. Please walk to the front. Nakaja Annette, second. Congratulations. She receives a certificate of best performance. And the best in that category of Chartered Banker Level 1 is Kangume Rachel. Already here, make your way. Congratulations, Rachel. We will then be moving to Microfinance Apprenticeship Program, and the second student in terms of performance is Nama Weche Aaron. Nama Weche Aaron, second best student. Congratulations, Rachel. And that is Aaron, the second best student under the Microfinance Apprenticeship Program, while we have the best stepping up as Nalinda Brenda. Nalinda Brenda, make your way to the front. The top performing student, Nalinda Brenda, are you around? She's not around. We'll go to diploma in microfinance. We had two, and the best is Muchibi Andrew, top performing student. Muchibi Andrew, please make your way to the front. Congratulations, Muchibi. The next will be Foundation Certificate in Banking and Finance. The second best student is Lubowa Patrick Senawulia. Lubowa Patrick Senawulia, please you make your way. Make your way to the front. Patrick doesn't seem to be here with us. And the best performing student is Mohwezi Dels. Mohwezi Dels, NCBA Bank. Mohwezi Dennis, under the category of Foundation Certificate in Banking and Finance. Please make your way to the front. Do we have Mohwezi around? Okay, not around. Compliance Certificates. Alur and Viola as the second best students. Congratulations, Viola. Wow. And the best being Kayobu Esther Patience. Kayobio Esther Patience. Top performing student under the category of compliance certificates. Do you have Patience around? Patience is not around. Next is risk management certificates, and the second best student is Mpoza James. Mpoza James, second best performing student. Doesn't seem to be around. Nachimuli Olive. Nachimuli Olive, top performing student under the category of risk management certificate. Okay, doesn't seem to be here. We'll go to the next category, trade finance certificates, and the second best performing student, Dushabi Doreen. Dushabi Doreen. And the top most performing student, Atukwasi Stephen. Atukwasi Stephen, congratulations, top performing student under the category of trade finance certificate. Next will be SCI certificate, and the second best student is Naguja Angela. Naguja Angela, are you here? And the top performing student under that category is Kaitesi Amanda. Kaitesi Amanda, not around. We will call the best performing students back again with a procession for a group photo. Please come back to the front for a group photo as top most performing student. Both number 1 and number 2, let's have a group photo with the procession. Thank you very much.
Because you feel like going after what they say. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to remind you that our council president invited our patron. So I want to use the same voice that our council president used to invite our patron to share his remarks and be able to close off our 11th graduation ceremony. Mr. Patron, I am using the voice of the council president. Council president, you are allowed to come back.
I want to take this opportunity to invite our patron to speak to us. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you, the President and the members of the Council, the Chairman and the members of the Board, industry captains, the CEO, management and staff, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2023 of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services. Good morning again. I bring warm salutations of the highest consideration from the patron, officially the governor, currently the deputy governor of Bank of Uganda, Dr. Michael Atindi Ego. The patron is unable to be here today because he has an engagement, official engagement out of the country. He has requested that I come and relay his message, and I'm only delighted to do that. My name is Ralph Bakashabarhanga, and I'm the director
Human Resources at Bank of Uganda. Before I relay the message, I'm going to request for your indulgence that I say one or two things to the graduates. From where I sit, I interface with many staff and many aspiring staff, students, interns, and graduates such as yourself who are interested in joining the bank or who are interested in joining other financial institutions of repute. The question I want to pose to you is what makes you different? What is unique about you? Is a question as a graduate you should be asking yourself. What is the competitive advantage or edge that you have that the next graduate sitting next to you does not have? That is a question that you should be answering. What sets you apart from the other graduates? Now, at Bank of Uganda, we endeavor to be the employer of choice. So recently, we advertised a total of 40 entry positions. We received over 7,000 applications. Of those, only a total of 2,319 were shortlisted. The criteria, eligibility criteria, was that you had to have a second class upper, you had to be below age 26, and 3, you had to be in a field that is business related, or you have a legal or law degree. What does that say? Out of the 2,319 shortlisted applicants, they were invited for an aptitude test, which was conducted at the University of Makerere. It was computer-based, 45 minutes. Out of those, only 10% obtained a pass mark. What does that say to you, a graduate? One who is still aspiring in your career, wherever you are working. The question is back, what is different about you? What distinguishes you from another candidate, from another competent employee? There are many attributes, competences that are spoken to that can distinguish you. And it is in your best interest to try to harness them, to distinguish yourself from the next person, the next candidate, the next graduate sitting next to you. However, I choose to speak on just 4. The first is about the quality of your qualification. We have seen on page 25 those candidates who excelled. Are you among those candidates? When you go and undertake a course, you spend time, money, effort. Some of your parents have sponsored you, they are here. But what is the quality of the document? What is the quality of the qualification you have attained? And that's a big question you need to ask yourself. If you're going to spend time undertaking a course, you must put your best foot forward so that it can count. In the illustration I gave you of Bank of Uganda, it's because the level of unemployment is so high, you must look for some criteria to cut down the numbers of those who are yearning for employment. If you haven't got a qualification worth its salt, then you don't want your papers to gather dust. That's the first aspect. The second aspect is about branding. We are all a brand. All these different banks well represented here are a brand. There are things you know about them that distinguishes them from the other. But all of you, all of us are a brand. There is something we represent. When you say someone's name, immediately your brain is like a Google search, and it will come down with all the attributes you know of that person. What is the brand that you represent? There are many aspects about branding, but I just want to pick on a few. One is you must have humility. Humility sets you apart from the other person. When you're respectful, when you're humble, when you have empathy, it distinguishes you from the other person. All the MDs here, there are those who carry themselves in a certain manner, and there are those who carry themselves in a humble manner. When you're humble, you appeal to the other people. There is no need to be pompous. I'll pack that there. The second issue about branding is time management. A person who adheres to time is always organized. A person who adheres to time does not procrastinate. When you make an appointment, we have an agenda, we have a program to be here today. They have indicated that you should be here at a certain time. You are a graduate, but you're strolling late. What does that say about you? Your time management speaks volumes about your character. I have an appointment with you to go to the cinema. We have agreed to meet at the cinema at 5. You stroll in at 6. You have excuses. Lame excuses. There was jam. Lame excuses that it rained. But yet you know we set a time. You haven't had the courtesy to call me. Time management is very important. At my work, I see those people who come in after 9, yet the timelines are very clear. The working hours are very clear. But that speaks a lot about you. You must take the definitive steps to ensure that you adhere to time. When you adhere to time, you are seen to be respectful of the person whom you have made an appointment with. There are other many attributes. One has to be ambitious. You must have that right attitude. You must have drive. You must take initiative. I have staff who take initiative well before the schedule. It speaks to us the fact that they are dependable, they are reliable, they are consistent in their work, they are focused, they are committed to excellence. Are those the attributes you exhibit? Because that's what brands you. I want to move on to the third issue that I want to share with you, and that is the important fact of communication. When I stand before you, I'm communicating to you. When anybody stands before you to speak, they are communicating. If you can articulate your communication or the subject that you wish to share, if you can be passionate about what you're communicating, if you can be confident in what you're communicating, people will believe you. Everything we do, we are communicating with the other person. Communication is paramount in today's age where you want to get a competitive advantage against another person. You must take deliberate steps to improve your communication. There are platforms, there are networks such as Toastmasters which improve and build your confidence at public speaking. There are platforms such as Power BI which improve on your visualization of presenting reports. There are courses of report writing. You must take deliberate steps to improve your communication because that's what makes you stand apart from the others. Lastly, I want to talk about the culture of reading. deliberate steps to read and know what is happening around them in terms of current affairs. Take deliberate steps to know what are the emerging issues, such as big data, such as ESG, sustainability issues, climate risk, among others. You have an opportunity when you meet someone to say something that is meaningful. They say that the two things that can change your life are the things that you are reading and the people that you meet. You have come and you have met the MD of one of these august banks. You have seconds to say something for them to remember you. If you're spending your time on social media, spending your time on Facebook, do you really think you have anything worthy of saying? The way you get information, journals, the internet is now awash with a lot of information. But what is that information? They say that readership cannot be separated from leadership. A leader must always read and be on top of the matter, be on top of what is happening. I want to now go to the business for which I'm here. Please permit me to relay a message from the Deputy Governor. Let me begin by thanking the Board of Directors and Management of the Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services for the invitation to this annual general meeting and graduation ceremony. First, let me extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates. Your perseverance, intellect, and commitment have brought you to this significant milestone. A special commendation goes to those who have excelled in their courses. Your outstanding performance sets a high bar for future students. To the leaders, teachers, and administrators of the Institute, your tireless efforts in shaping the minds and skills of these graduates deserves our deepest appreciation. You are the pillars upon which the future of our banking industry stands. Graduates, as you step into the professional world or resume your roles in the banking sector, you enter a landscape of both great opportunity and significant challenge. The banking sector you serve is one of radical uncertainty, where profound unknowns and unpredictable outcomes define our future. The recent global pandemic, ongoing global geopolitical tensions, and rapid technological change all underscore this reality. But it is times of uncertainty that strong leadership and sound governance become most critical. And this, my dear graduates, is where your education at the Institute becomes valuable. The Institute plays a critical role in professionalizing our banking industry. It instills knowledge and skills and promotes the attitudes necessary for a cadre of competent, ethical, and professional bankers. In an era where trust in financial institutions is paramount, the values the Institute promotes will be your compass throughout your career. Public trust is paramount in our profession, as unwavering ethics and integrity are essential for the long-term success. Recent reports expose ongoing issues with fraud and forgery within the banking sector, including mobile banking scams, insider threats, and sluggish incident reporting. These vulnerabilities erode public confidence in the financial system, hindering the growth of digital financial services outlined in our national financial inclusion strategy. Moreover, we must confront a sobering truth. The recent closures of EFC Uganda Limited and Mercantile Credit Bank are stark reminders of the devastating consequences when governance falls short. These institutions failed their depositors, their employees, and the broader financial system due to undercapitalization, poor corporate governance, and insolvency. These are not isolated incidents. These represent a pattern of governance failures that have been an enduring cause of banking sector instability in Uganda. As future leaders in the industry, you must understand the gravity of this issue and your role in preventing such failures. To safeguard public confidence, we call upon banking sector leaders to proactively address potential governance weaknesses before they escalate. This necessitates robust risk management practices, rigorous internal controls, and unwavering commitment to ethical conduct across all levels of their organizations. To the leadership of the Institute, I implore you to continue strengthening your governance, ethics, and professional standards curriculum. We need comprehensive training programs for entry-level and junior positions, senior management, and other industry captains. To our graduates, I urge you to take these lessons to heart. As you climb the ranks in your career, remember that good governance is not just about compliance and regulations. It's about fostering a culture of integrity, transparency, and accountability at every level of your organization. But beyond the challenges, I see immense opportunity. Uganda's private sector is struggling to access the financing it needs to thrive. Currently, the ratio of domestic credit to the private sector in Uganda stands at a mere 14% of GDP. In contrast, Kenya boasts 32%, and the sub-Saharan African average is around 30%. This disparity highlights a significant opportunity for growth and impact. By increasing financial deepening, we can ensure that our sector not only matches but exceeds our regional peers. To seize this opportunity, I urge you to embrace and champion environmental, social, and governance ESG principles. The banking sector must be sustainable, responsible, and inclusive. Your generation has the power and the responsibility to drive this change. Just this month, we launched the ESG framework for the banking industry. This pioneering initiative will transform our collective approach to promoting best practices in ESG matters. Through lending decisions, investment strategies, and operational practices, you will exert the power to redirect capital towards renewable energy, clean technologies, green infrastructure, and social impact initiatives. Moreover, in an era of increasing technology disruption and cyber threats, good governance must extend to these new frontiers. You must ensure that your institutions are financially sound, technologically resilient, and ethically grounded in their use of new technologies. But I say to you, with the foundation UIBFS has given you, you are ready to meet this challenge head on. In closing, let me share a proverb that I believe encapsulates your journey ahead. To whom much is given, much is expected. To whom much is given, much is expected. You have been given the knowledge, skills, and ethical foundation to lead our banking sector into the future. Now, it is your responsibility to use these gifts wisely. Be bold, be innovative, and above all, be ethical. Embrace the changes technology brings, but never forget the human element of banking. Use your knowledge and skills to make financial services more inclusive, efficient, and secure for all Ugandans. The future of banking in Uganda is in your hands. Make us proud, make a difference, and above all, never stop learning. Together, we can forge a sustainable banking sector for prosperous, equitable, and sustainable future for Uganda and beyond. Congratulations upon completion once again, and may your future be as bright as the promise you show today. Thank you for listening to me, the patron, the Deputy Governor of Bank of Uganda, Dr. Michael Atigego. Thank you. I declare this assembly dissolved. Thank you.
Can I request that we give the Director HR who has represented our patron a big round of applause. I think that the message is clear, both in the Deputy Governor's written message, but also what the Director HR has spoken about in terms of the individual competences and what makes you stand out as an individual. I think for me that stood out. Patron, together with the entire procession, allow me to share with you a 30-second video of what the East African Banking Conference is all about, so that the audience can be able to appreciate our next key activity at the Institute. And I request Legacy to please share with me that video.
Services in collaboration with the Tanzania Institute of Bankers and the Kenya Institute of Bankers are pleased to present the 21st East African Banking School Conference taking place from the 9th
Please
to 12th of
please
July
pause.
2024.
I have noticed that Patron, there is a challenge in you viewing a big screen, so I'm going to request that we rise and come and take these seats and be able to see the video as we enjoy it. Patron, thank you very much for you, together with the entire audience that is gathered here on our 11th graduation ceremony. Legacy, please.
The Uganda Institute of Banking and Financial Services, in collaboration with the Tanzania Institute of Bankers and the Kenya Institute of Bankers, are pleased to present the 21st East African Banking School Conference taking place from the 9th to the 12th of July 2024, Sheraton Hotel, Kampala. The theme is the role of financial services in building sustainable economies. Expected speakers are coming from across the region: Nigeria, Kenya, and Tanzania. Early bird ends on 28th of June 2024. Register via www.uibfs.or.ug. Register now and join us to learn and network.
Please leave the final screen showing. Please leave the final screen showing. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the East African Banking Conference that we're going to have at the Institute. Allow me to recognize that Centenary Bank, my top sponsor, has already sent 10 members to participate in that conference. I am indirectly creating a bit of heat for other institutions. I hope that you can be able to make sure that you are part. I'm certain and confident that Housing Finance will send representation. Aren't you confident? Look for Housing Finance. I'm sure will come through. Ladies and gentlemen, the representative from the Bankers Association, Patricia, we hope that you can carry this message with all your hands to take it to the necessary stakeholders. Ladies and gentlemen, having told you about the banking school, I want to request that the entire procession comes back to have a group picture with CEOs, exco representatives, managing directors, and our corporate representatives to come, and we have a group picture, and then from there, Afrique Suits will have the anthems, and then Afrique Culture Group will be able to entertain us as we close the graduation ceremony. Can I request the entire protection delegates to come and we have a group picture? Professor, please read.